Pop Squat, come on at ya. We have got another song from sent in to me by Araguma. Araguma, I will link to the YouTube page that you're seeing right now down below. It posts a ton of music, just an absolute ton of music from artists from all over the world. They tend to be very young, teen to just out of teens, very into their music, definitely wanting to share it with the world, and Araguma helps them to do that, and he has sent me some tracks to share as well. I may do more of these in the future. He wrote me today. I haven't had a chance to write him back. I apologize for that. I will also find out if I should be referring to him as a him or a her or a they or whatever. I have no idea. Forgive me for my ignorance. And but I thought it was such a cool idea that Araguma is already going through and finding these artists and collecting them and curating them onto his page, onto their page. And the suggestion from Araguma to like, hey, I could send you some stuff, and I said that is a very cool idea. So we'll probably see some more stuff from them in the future. Go follow their page. He's got 1.38 thousand subscribers. I'm sure they would welcome many, many more. It's 2.6 thousand videos. He's only started doing this in 2022, so lots of stuff to listen to on their channel. We are going to listen to something called, I need to find my info here. We're going to listen to something from Too Geeked and Sunshine Christo. Nope, this is from, I'm losing it. I'm losing it. Let's see, Sunshine Christo and, Jug301. So somebody must have changed their name maybe. The song is called Sour Higurashi Remix. Higurashi. Yes, Sour Higurashi Remix. And like I said, from YouTube it says Too Geeked and Sunshine Christo. Genius says Sunshine Christo and Jug301. Let's see what my note from Araguma says. Jug301 is a teenage rapper from Maryland, raps about the streets of his hometown and the hood that influences his day-to-day life. He is partially an inactive rapper due to balancing school and music, but when he does rap, it always is his way. I see. I just can't read. Sunshine Christo is a Nicaraguan rapper who lives in the northeast of America. They are a music machine, as they are currently competing for the most original mixtapes ever, with one releasing every week for a year and a half straight. The catch is that all of their music is nightcore by default, and the mixing often focuses on heavy bass boost. The lyrics of this song are quite disturbing compared to the past two songs, so go in with your own discretion. Interesting. I don't mind difficult lyrics and stuff that is maybe a little questionable, because hey, we're all adults here, right? Right. And let's check this out. 2 minutes 13 seconds. Sour Higurashi Remix, produced by Dre Profane, good name, and Kiri. And let's check out Jug301 and Sunshine Christo. I've got lyrics over here. This is off a first track off of an album called Haphazard. Came out in 2023. It has 12 tracks on it. It is listed as rap. And I guess let's give this a listen. I'll bring the lyrics over, I think, because I don't think this is a video. Could be wrong. 2 minutes, 13 seconds. Sour Higurashi Remix.
Shout out to Sunshine Christo.
It's very, very loud and distorted. I think probably on purpose. The intro there that I think we saw... it's from Acid Soldier. That's cool. It just says shout out to Sunshine Christo.
Shout out to Sunshine Christo.
Interesting. I'm not sure if this is an actual for real video or if it's something that somebody just threw together. I wish I knew. Um, it's interesting because you can't really make out the words well enough to understand, certainly not on a first listen, right? Like I can kind of pretty much follow along with what's being said, but even so, as I'm trying to hear what he's saying, I'm kind of losing track of what the meaning of the words actually are. Grimy little guy. Yeah, I came out of Merland. Bitch, we gonna be doing shows all the way to Berlin. Bitch, I'm on my way. I'm off. God, I can't talk tonight. I'm off too many drugs. Yeah, they got me twirling. Glock 26. Yeah, that shit got you squirreling. Red dot straight to your face. Bitch, I pop a pill and it got me up in space. Put it in her mouth and I ask her how it tastes. So the thing that I think is interesting about this is that because I can't really understand the lyrics, and I've said this before on other videos, it kind of makes me think either the lyrics aren't very important and they become texture in the song. They just become like another instrument in the song, and they want it to sound that way because that's what they want the song as a whole to sound like. I know that sounds kind of ridiculous to say, but all songs sound like the person wants them to sound like, but they could have made it so that the lyrics were completely understandable, and instead they've gone this sort of dark version of Alvin and the Chipmunks sort of modification on their voice. And I say that knowing that back in the day, in the early 80s, there were a couple of songs that had kind of that falsetto processed chipmunky voice that was used. Wiki Wiki Wiki, whatever that song is, by Nucleus. I actually loved that song when I was a 13-year-old. But that's kind of what this reminds me of. I know it's not at all the same sort of thing, and the lyrics are obviously incredibly different. But the other thing that I find interesting about his lyrics is, since he has lyrics, he's showing us the lyrics, you can read the lyrics, and the lyrics are no joke. Like, he's not messing around. This could be recorded as just a straight rap track without all that modification to his voice to make it kind of hard to understand, and it would communicate a ton of significant information to you, right? Like, he's talking about, well, like the description I read beforehand, he's talking about what it's like in his neighborhood, how he grew up, what's going on in his life, and maybe it's stories, right? I don't know, but I have to go by what he's putting in front of us here. And it's interesting that he has decided to go this route. I don't know why he has done this, like why he has chosen this sort of vocal treatment to go with, but I think I have to evaluate this as, what does the song sound like, as opposed to what is the song telling me, because if I just listen to it, I can't understand it. And I think that's kind of the point of what he's doing. I'm going to back up here because I want to kind of get more of the lyrics, more of the texture of the song in my head. So let's keep going. So yeah, that's interesting, and the music continues to kind of like take these steps a little bit slower and a little bit slower and a little bit slower, but his voice isn't really changing all that much. That's neat. I mean, it's really neat. It's a weird sort of experimentation to have you kind of almost like downshift. I get a very, very spacey feel from this, like outer space feel from this music, which is also very, very cool, and would not have expected that. But that's sort of the visuals that pop up in my head as I'm listening to this is kind of space, outer space kind of feel to it. I can't explain it. I should also say that first verse was Jug301, and now this second verse is going to be Sunshine Christo.
Fucking stealing clothes, smoke a lot of O's. Me and bro sharing clothes, I gotta pull. Heart so cold, my heart so froze. Leave me alone, I wanna be alone. Niggas wanna get close, pull up like AutoZone. You are not my bro, you are not my bro. I don't got friends, cause I don't need them. Niggas are depressed, and Christo is so stressed. See you IRL, yeah you got pressed. Feeling very sour, Christo man of the hour. Talk is talk, I'll find me coward, yeah. Talk is talk, I'll find me coward, yeah. Sometimes I wanna backdoor niggas that I like. Sometimes I wanna backdoor my friend and give his girl a pipe. Christo so slithery, Christo super fake. Only God knows how many promises that I'll break.
Kind of a not very friendly little verse there. Strangely, still highly processed on the vocals, but understandable. Like, you can absolutely understand that as you're going through it, and especially if you have the lyrics in front of you. I had no problem at all following along and understanding what was being said at the same time. I gotta say, the lyrics, sometimes I want to backdoor my friend and give his girl the pipe. Or, sorry, one line before that, sometimes I want to backdoor that I like, friends that I like, guys that I like. Sometimes I want to backdoor my girlfriend and give his girl the pipe. Christo so slithery, Christo super snake. it's pretty funny. Let's keep going. Jug301 is next again.
All my niggas in the chat, don't forget about me!
It's interesting. This is absolutely not a song that I want to listen to over and over. But again, I like the experimentation, and I like the stuff they're doing with messing with their vocals, layering all sorts of stuff on top of each other, throwing in like weird little samples and tidbits from anime and that sort of thing, because it just feels like it's just packed full of information, so that you could, if you were a fan of this, you can listen to this over and over and always be finding something new and different and cool and interesting. And it's again, I try to find something positive in everything that I listen to. I don't at all think this is a bad song. I just don't think it's something that I want to listen to over and over again. And that said, I still am probably going to listen to this song a couple more times, because there is so much to pick out of this and to try and puzzle out and figure out what is the point? What are they trying to do with this? It's really super interesting what is going on in music right now. I mean, I think more so than probably any time in the past. There so much ability for people to make music who would not have been able to make music previously, and it's kind of amazing to be able to find it all online and have people send it to me. So if you don't like this, that's fine. Don't be a dick in the comments. But if you do like it, man, I think you probably just found something really cool and special that you're probably going to enjoy exploring what else is out there that's similar to this. It's an interesting style of music, and it's not just rap music. This is something completely different, and it's really interesting. Araguma, I'm looking forward to more from you. I'll get an email back out to you. I appreciate you. Let's find some more fun stuff. This is great. Thank you very much. Pop Squat. Check it out. please like, subscribe, and share. Also, you can send me music, you can send me money, you can join my Patreon. Everything's right down there. Bye-bye.